Hi everyone, welcome to 23rd of June Timeout Tuesday. Today I will be looking at frame violets. This is something that is online only, so if you're interested on it, look online. Now, I sort of fell in love with it. Let me show you some of the papers in it. Sorry, I've been cutting into it. This is the these are punch outs that you've got, die cuts. Let's have a look at some of the papers. Pull these out. Oh, so got this pretty one. It has violets and some other flowers, carnations, I think it looks like. I'm not quite sure what the other one is, some sort of an enemy or something. So it's that, and then this is the other side, which is really lovely too, very sort of muted. This one's a lot stronger, but show you the other side too. So I think that would make a nice card as well. I haven't worked with that one yet. Underneath, then we have this one, which has purple flowers on it. But this side has got this lovely, you can't probably see it very well, but there is a line, diagonal line going down it, sort of in hydrangea hue. Then there's this one, which has little diamonds. And again, that's hard to pick up on the camera, but there's lines that's going down diagonally down the page, with violets and green on the other side. This is another version of the same with smaller ones, and I think that's Secret Sea, I believe, on the other side. So those are some of the lovely ones. Added to that, and I'll just pop this over so you see the punch out like this one does. Okay, so added to that, there is also this that you can order if you order the suite. Pop those down there. This here, it's called Shimmering Stripes, and it's really, really pretty. You can't probably see it, but it is like a basic beige with silver stripes on it. It's really, really pretty, and just got this shimmer all over the place. So been cutting into that too. Okay, let's get started today. Okay, now some of these I prepared at when I was away on retreat last weekend. Let's start with this one. I don't know if it's the one I was going to start with, but what I did was I stamped the violets in Memento Black, and then I used Wink of Stella on it, which you can't really see, and shaded spruce to color in the leaves. Now, basically, let's put it together. So I've got some hydrangea hue. I've got a white base here. I have, this is one of the colors. I also use that floral, what is it called? Floral, well, I don't know if it comes, floral embossing folder, I think it's called. Let me look it up for you. Floral spray. And it's quite a big one. So what I've done is I've cut it. So it's got some lily of the valley and leaves and so on, and very, very pretty. And what I'm planning to do is I've cut an oval shape out of this, and I'm going to put this behind it like that. So let's do that first of all before I do anything else. I just want to get the embossing on first before I do any other joining. Okay, so I want to pop it so that it's right on like that. Okay, on the back. And then I will get my tape. And one thing I do believe I don't have are the dots that I think I need out of the box. The in color dots. Okay, so I'm going to put it on hydrangea hue. Here we go. And then I'm just going to place it on the base of the card. Might have to get up and get those out of the box in a minute, but let me put this on first. There we go. Now I have my violets, and I've used a little bit of fresh freesia, I think it was, in the middle of these. Did this at camp, so I'm not quite sure what I did, but I think it was fresh freesia. Let me get some dimensionals on the back of this. One there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. Oops, put it the right way up. I might put one in the middle too. Here we go. So I'll get the backs off. Got my trusty paper box down on the floor. I have like a recycling box that I keep on the floor right beside my desk, so that I can put scraps of paper in it as I work. I need some white or in color dots from the embellishments box. Let's move that up a bit. Just there, Rod. Left in there. You can pass the box to me and I can find it for you. I've got so many of them. I know where they are. They're in here at the front. And I'll just grab them out. Where are you? That's them there. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so I've put that on. I've got my I Appreciate You, which is one of the stamps on the set, which I didn't actually show you. This is the set that comes. This is the dies. This is the set. So you get a spray of violets and one larger one. And then you've got this here that you can stamp this outside, and all these: take care, happy birthday to you, sending love, and I appreciate you. And then these are the ones that die cut out. And it cuts out. And this is very, very cute. Make a lovely sort of background leaf structure with some, I think I was looking at it today. Now, let's put the I Appreciate You on. We'll put 3 dimensionals on it. Ugh. You might have noticed I'm wearing a scarf today. It's not incredibly cold, but I just find it that the house is not very warm for me. So I like to wear a scarf, keep my neck warm. And I feel much warmer when I do. Okay, I'm going to pop this down the bottom like that. And then I've got my in color dots, and I'm going to use the hydrangea hue one. So I'll pop one up there. I might put a small one. Oh gosh, where should I put it? I might put a small one just here, just to be different from the other one, and a larger one about there. Okay, so that's my finished card. Really, really simple. Just cut the oval out, stuck that in, and that's card number 1. Let's look at card number 2 now. And I'd started this, but I didn't finish it, so it's not going to take very long to do it all. Okay, so basically, again, I used the same style, but I used this here. Now, I have a feeling that that might be the scallops that I used there. And I've got my card base. And all I'm going to do in this one is place that on the card. Do I want to put, haven't done, oh, I've got a sentiment I can put on that. Before I do that, I've got some ribbon here, fresh freesia ribbon, that I think I might put on behind. So I'll just pop it on across the back. I got that the right way around. One side is shinier than the other, I think, so I'll pop it that way, I think. Such a beautiful ribbon. It really is. It's just shimmering in the light. And I get my scissors, cut that off. This is called Fresh Freesia, and it's really, really beautiful. Now, I will put this on the back of the card and place it on the white cardstock. And I have a sentiment that I had printed earlier for something else, and I'm going to put it on here like that. Okay, so perfect for this. So let's get some dimensionals for the back, and then I'll put the flowers on last. 2, 3. Now I could put some, I don't know what color of dots or sparkles I would want to put on that. Maybe some fresh freesia. Here we go. I think I need one more because I've put it and it's stuck to the ribbon, but I want to do, let's get this one and pop that underneath there. That'll just, and one up the top. See if I can do the same at the top so that it stabilizes it. I'd forgotten about that. It was sitting on the ribbon. Sometimes if you've got it sitting on the ribbon, it's inclined to rock a little bit. I think that would work. Let me have a look in here and see if I can find some fresh freesia. I did have some earlier. Not quite sure where they are, but let me just, didn't they? I almost think those pink ones would be really pretty. These are the embellishments that come with the set, called the Visa Back Blooms. And I actually think that a pink one here, oops, up there. I might just put the one on up there for now. Okay, let's get these dimensionals on the back of this one. One there. And this time I used fresh freesia and my blends to make the flowers pop this time. And then a little bit of Wink of Stella on the top of that. Let's put those on the back. Get the backs off. Otherwise I'll be vacuuming them up tomorrow. Or later on today. There we go. I think that looks good. Yeah. So that's another really, really simple card. I did these two at the same time, Memento Black and that one. Now, excuse me, having a quick drink. This is my third card for today. What I've used for this one, I've got this scrap piece of fresh freesia, but I used the fern embossing folder. Okay, I think I wanted to go that way. So I'm going to pop that on the fresh freesia base. And I'm going to again use a white card base. Sometimes I don't, but in this case I will. But before I do that, let's put some tape on this. And I will stick my ribbon on the bottom here. I think that's what I was going to do from memory. Okay. So that's the first part of the card. Let me move these just a little bit. Okay, now I've hummed and hawed about this, but I decided to use a white piece of cardstock to do the scallop. And then I used a blending brush with some, I think it was Gorgeous Grape I used in that one, or Highland Heather, one of the two. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that on. I'm going to make it up first. I'll put these on the back and then I'll put it all together. 1, 2, and I'll put 2 down the bottom. Okay, now I've got this gorgeous scallop, and from memory this is in the scallops. Scalloped, what is it called? Scalloped Wishes. Yeah, I love this. I love the detail on this. And I thought I didn't want it to be really dark, so I ended up doing it like that. And then I'm going to get my multi-purpose glue, turn this over, and just run a little dab of glue around the outside of the oval, and maybe a little bit in there, just to hold it in place, like that. Okay. Turn it over and place it in the center of this other oval. So it sits like that. Okay. Now I've done some ferns for this. So I've again done them in white, and I've colored one in the purple and a white one. So I'm going to put those on the card now. Okay, so let's go for that. Just a little bit of glue on the backs of the larger leaves, and that should be enough. Turn it over, place that one on, then get the other one and do the same with it. Okay, so you can see that that adds a little bit more color to the card. Whoops, I think that was a wee bit too much on that one. There we go. And the last one. And this one, I think I want to try and you can see, although it's white, it actually picks up some of the purple. Okay, now I am going to add some flowers to this, and I do know what I want for the center. I want some little pearls if I have them. Otherwise I'll use, well, I could actually use these. I think this might be nice. Changed my mind about what I was going to use. Okay, so I've cut these out of the sparkly vellum, and I'm going to place them with a glue dot on the left hand side. Let's get those. I just want it to be in the middle, like that. Got 2 there on that one. Oh well, that's okay. Pop that underneath. And to make them a little stronger, I've used a little bit of fresh freesia behind them. And here's my lovely, again, the same shimmer vellum, but the purpley or the green one, and I've used a little bit of peaceful pine behind that. I think it was, yeah, peaceful pine for my leaves. Okay, there we go. I'll put one behind that petal there. Just have to lift the petal up without lifting the rest of it up. There we go. And I had it, but there we go. Okay. Now, that's it. And I'm going to put, I thought that this might be nice. They're purple fine shimmer dots. And when I open these up, I'll show you what I mean. I think these would be lovely in the middle. I'm going to pop one there. Just gives a little bit of depth to that violet, and a little bit of depth to that one. Okay, now let's pop this on the card. Then I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do with this. Probably see it sitting there anyway. It's such a beautiful set, and I was talking to my daughter this week and she said, oh, after seeing you use that the other day, I've just bought that. So I'm going to pop that there. And then I've got a little bow made with the fresh freesia that I've pre-made. And I'm thinking I'll put that there. Just turn it over for a second and get another glue dot. Pop it on the back. And I'll cut the tails in a minute or two. Okay. I'm going to pop it on that side so it sits there. I'll cut the tails after. Debating whether to put. I actually think I want to put Sending Love on that. So let's. It's that sort of card, isn't it? Be a lovely get well soon. You could write a get well soon in the middle of it. So I'm just free cutting around the sentiment. I had a happy birthday to you too, which I could have put on, but I think I want this one. Okay, let's pop some dimensionals on the back. 1, 2, 3. And take the backs off. Almost finished. Whoops. It wasn't all. Going to pop that there like that. And I'm going to get a few more of these gems to put on the card. So I've got this one. I might pop that one up there. And I'm going to put 3 on it. 2. And I might put one down here somewhere. There, I think is where I want it. Now let me cut my ribbon. Just find my ribbon scissors because I know that one, and I had them on the table a few seconds ago. Of course, they've disappeared. I'm not sure this will cut very well. That's the only problem. Oh, there they are. Here we go. Just that I keep these specially for cutting ribbon because you get a nice clean cut. So I don't use these on paper at all. Now, move that out of the way. I actually think I might put another glue dot on that bow so it can't move around, just in there. And that's that card. Okay, let's pop these out of the way. We're on to my final card today. Okay, now where did I put it? Oh, I had it 2 seconds ago. Oh, here it is. There we go. This is using the paper that I used in the first one, but I had done quite a few. Let me get this out as well because I need that. I'd done quite a few of these violets, and I thought, what can I do that would be a little bit different? So let's pop this on the hydrangea hue. There we go. And that's going to go on the base, okay? Doesn't matter which way I put it, but I'm going to work with this first, okay? So this is one of the DSPs, and I've cut the diamonds out. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just working out where I want to put these. I think I'll put that one there, and that one there. So they're all going to go right next to them like that. And I'm going to start by putting those on first. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on the back. I want it to be fairly centered. That looks pretty good. And then I might do this one next. There must be a cat or something in the backyard. I can hear the minor birds. They believe it's their territory. So I've just popped that there. And then I've got another one here. And I'm going to pop that right there. So I'm making like a diamond shape. Then I got a piece of this. Now it looks a bit strange there, but I'm going to show you what I want to do with it. Okay. I might take a tiny sliver off the end of that, only because I feel that it might be just a teeny bit too big. That is much better. Yeah. So let's put some tape on the back. And you say, well, that looks out of place here. It does look a bit out of place, but what I'm going to do now is, now this is what I was telling you about the little, I'm going to set it down there so you can see it. This little stem where I'm going to put it on. So I'm going to get, I think I'm going to get my little navy blue. If I can find it, hiding in here. No, I'll just use this one. That's okay. I just want to put a little bit of glue on the back of this. Like that. And I shall pop that right on that there. Okay. Now I need a tiny little bit of glue down the bottom. Let me pull that, a little bit of that off. Pop that on. Doesn't want to sit. Stay. There we go. Okay, so I've got some of the leaves and I will put them on next. And I think I'm going to put, whoops, that won't work, will it? That's better. Won't go on that one. I think I'm going to use glue dots for this because I think this would work better. Okay, one in the back, stay. One there. Turn these over. So again, with this, I can show you, I think I can show you the how much darker they are with this is what they look like normally. So you can see they're a lot lighter, but I put Peaceful Pine on the back to make them a little darker so that they tone in more with with the leaves on the what am I talking about? The leaves on the DSP. Okay, now let's see where the next one is. Ah, there's one, a rogue one that I missed, and I shall pop it on this one. Almost done. Pop that up there, and then I'm going to get my glue dots again, and I'm going to pop that on. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. I want it on this side, on the dull side of the shimmer. One there, and one more. Check the sides, that's the dull side. And pop it there. And then I'm going to get the basic rhinestone jewels, which I did see in here a few seconds ago. Yeah, no, that's not them. They were here. Just give me 1 second. See if I can find them. I'm also thinking that I might actually use the butterflies as well. Do I want the basic rhinestone? No, actually, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to put the same gems on as I did in the other one, but a slightly darker one. There we go. And that'll hold them in place because there's glue underneath that as well. Okay. Now, I had thought that actually the little butterflies, these are the in-color butterflies. Let me show you what I'm talking about. These ones here would look quite nice. Just put one there. But before I do that, let's pop the sentiment on. So I've got I appreciate you, and get my dimensionals. 1, 2, and I've done this in white embossing powder on the hydrangea hue. And let's just pull that off. 3, and I'm going to pop that up the top like that. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll get a few more butterflies. I put one there, one down there, and I think that's a little bit more glue on it because it's sticking up. Still didn't get it on it. Let's try again. There we go. And should I do one more? Got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I want another one there, and one final one. Might use a small one, maybe up there. Okay, now to pop it on my card base. I made an up and down one, just happened to be the one I pulled out. So I'm going to pop that there like that. So yeah, lots of embellishments on this one. Okay, and pop those away so that there are butterflies and these here as well. You got the both things, so that's a really nice thing to have. So let's have a look at all my cards. Okay, this is the last one I did, the one before. I like the pastels, so you might notice that I have done that. So that's my 4 cards. Let's move that down there like that. And I really like those. I think they're, yeah, not overwhelming, but I just love them. So yes, and I've got different, well, I've got to appreciate you on a lot of them, but that's okay. All right, thank you. All right, I will see you next week. Next week, I've got a bit of a treat for you. You know, last week I showed you Scenic Coast and I showed you the book card that I had made. Next week, I am actually going to make one online with you. Um, and I will also put the instructions up as well on my blog. Um, so I will give you more details about that next week, but I will show you how to do it so that you can have that for a reference. And then I will put the measurements up. Now, it has been done in America with inches, but I'm doing it in centimeters because I wanted it to fit a C6 envelope, as all my cards do. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you have a good week and you enjoy summer, spring, winter, whatever you are in at the moment. And I will see you next week, which is the last week in June, I believe, the 30th of June. So, wow, another month, halfway through the year next week. And for those of us in Australia, that's the end of the tax year. Maybe you don't want to be reminded of that, but that's it. Okay, so take care, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.